I didn't meet my mother until I was like 25, okay? So this is in 2010. And what's funny about it is it was like I always imagined. You know, I was doing really well for myself. I was really young. And you know, it happened exactly how I thought about it. But basically, I really never had anything against my biological mother, Cynthia Yates. You know, be honest with you. I didn't really know I was adopted until, I guess we go back to that. Let's just talk about, I didn't know I was adopted until maybe like fourth grade or so. And one of the teachers, she came in because my last name was a different name before it was Tillman. So the teacher came in and said, "I thought your last name was this, now it's Tillman." And I'm like, "Yeah." So that's when I noticed. I was like, "Oh snap!" That's when I kind of really it hit me that I was adopted. I didn't even know up until like fourth grade. You know, diary of an adopted son. I didn't really know until I was in like fourth grade. You know, that I was adopted. But as far as meeting my mother, you know, my oldest sister actually reached out to her. She was looking for her. I never looked for her at that age. It's not like I didn't want to. It just wasn't on my mind, you know. And but with my father, it was a different story. But so yeah, I met my mother. It was weird. I was doing well. I started my first business, and I had always imagined myself doing really well when she saw me for some reason. I don't know, like it was a faint image. Like I always imagined myself doing really well because at the time I didn't know the whole story. I thought that she didn't want us or kind of gave us up or whatever. So in my mind I was like, I'm gonna show her, like, you know, this I'm gonna show her this is the guy that you gave away, you know, that you didn't want. Now she did want us because my mother's watching this video. I'm not saying you didn't want us, Ma, because I know you did. I'm talking about before I met you. This is how I was thinking, okay? You know, because me and my mother, my biological mother, we tight. You know, we good now. You know. So I met her in 2010. So I remember getting in my BMW because that was my first luxury car. You know, one of 5 or 6 now. And I had my cigar in my mouth. I had on my blazer. And I was going to meet her. I was driving down, like, dang, I bet she probably not gonna think her son is doing it like this, you know. I think for that year I made like $125,000. It's not a lot of money, but I was making $500 every 2 weeks. Okay, so to go from that to starting a business, earning 125, it was close to 125. I think it was 120 to 125. You know, it was a big deal for me. Okay. So I was driving down there. I'm like, yeah, you know, I got the music playing in the car. I'm like, yeah, you know, I got my cigar that I don't know how to smoke. You know, it's just lit. And yeah, so I'm just going, you know, and I pull up to my sister's house in, I think it was Stone Mountain, Georgia, or Lithonia. It was somewhere down southern Atlanta. So I go to meet her, and I get out the car. And she's there. My mother, she had on these shades. I don't know why she didn't take her shades off, but she didn't take them off, you know. And she gave me a hug, and it just felt like I always knew her, you know. It felt like she was always there, to be honest with you. It felt like she was always there. And yeah, so if you're watching this right now and you haven't met your biological mother yet, because I'm gonna talk about my mother first, and then we'll talk about my father. But these diaries are not scripted. These diaries are not in order, so I'm just gonna shoot them as they come, and then I'll organize them later on. Okay. So yeah, I met her, you know, and we sat down, we talked. I was at my sister's house, you know, and it was cool, you know. And then after that, I went to Chicago. She told me about my grandmother, rest in peace to my grandmother, and my biological mother's mother. And so yeah, I talked to my grandmother, and she was telling me about, you know, how my name, they call me Sean. My middle name is LaShawn. She's telling me how they called me Sean and stuff like that. You know, when I was younger. So, I'm going over 5 minutes. It's supposed to be 5 minutes or less. Sorry about that. So this is a story how I met my biological mother. Okay, this is unscripted. Diary of an adopted son. Okay, I've been wanting to shoot this for a while. But the main purpose of this is for people who's adopted to actually get over what, you know, your parents not wanting you, or they did want you. As in my situation, my mother did want us. She just couldn't, they wouldn't allow her to keep us. All I'm saying is I just want people to reach out to their biological parents, because it's a great feeling knowing where you come from, okay? So this is Anthony, Diary of an Adopted Son. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Peace out.